Just after 9 o'clock, I got Anthony Macaluso with the Gun Vault of Texas in studio. He's also one of the premier announcers for one of the local wrestling promotions, Undisputed Pro Wrestling. I'm going to kick this on the FM. We're going to have some fun today.
Yeah.
Here we go. Good morning. It's KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. It's Kickstart. My name is Gardy, and I have my good friend, Mr. Anthony Macaluso in studio. What's up, Anthony? How you doing?
Howdy.
You ready for Christmas?
Yeah, I am. Like less than a week? No, a week and 1 day. 2 days. What is today, Thursday?
I think it's 9 days away.
Is that what it is?
The only reason I know that is because we have a little calendar that's counting down.
You get chocolate out of it every time?
Well, no, we don't put anything in there because my kids wouldn't be able to
control themselves.
Handle that. They would just like go get it.
Every day would be gone.
Yeah.
They're like, sorry.
Yeah.
It's Christmas. It's only the first.
Have you been listening to Christmas music?
No.
That Mariah Carey song?
I do listen to, on the way to school, or to here every day.
Yeah.
The Drop River off, we listen to a Nickelodeon Christmas. And he sings at the top of his lungs every day.
Does he have a good voice?
He's cute.
He's working. Okay, yeah, that's good. That's
it. That's all we got.
Yeah, so 9 days till Christmas.
Yeah.
The Gun Vault of Texas is the business that you run, and how can somebody go check that out, find out some information, and get that perfect Christmas present?
We are across the street from the post office in Santa Fe, 13011 Highway 6. And then you can find us on Facebook, the Gun Vault of TX. We started a YouTube, guys. Please go subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are booted off of Facebook quite frequently, so we have to do it that way. I put all the inventory every day on there. So we get all kinds of cool things.
Yeah.
Got a lot of good stuff in recently.
You have any of the Red Ryder BB guns left?
I do. We still have a few. Got some flamethrowers. I think I'm down to one flamethrower, and then lots of guns.
Yeah.
So the flamethrowers are cool.
I picture it in my head every time you say it, and I've never seen it. I need to look it up.
25 feet. Shoots 25 feet. That's probably wall to wall if I had to guess.
25 feet.
Yeah. That's a
good way to start a bonfire.
Back in the good old days when KHEA radio first started, I'm sure we could have used that flamethrower for something and someone, if I had to guess. To raise a couple $100.
Oh, we would have been golden.
Yeah. Let's bring those days back. Y'all need anything that we can raise money for?
Well, there's always something you can come up with. There are some ideas that we have.
I know a guy upstairs right now that we could probably take care of.
So last week we were filming at Galveston College, and they have a police academy there, and we were there while they were doing the pepper spraying portion of it. And so we were able to film it because we're shooting a commercial for them for that. And that special someone was like, that doesn't look that bad. I was like, bro, step up to the plate. Let's go. Let's make this happen. I asked, do y'all do any tasing for this? They're like, well, no, not during this academy. When they get hired by their police departments, then most of them will require that.
Did that special someone get sprayed?
No, he didn't.
Because remember, that special someone was supposed to get tased also, and
it got shut down.
He didn't want to do it. There was money offered too. So that being said, if we need to raise some money,
you can use a flamethrower.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
And those are beneficial, probably to people that are in the snowy areas. And I
use them at the house.
You use it at the house?
Yep.
Santa Fe?
Yeah, why not?
Well, just for fun or
start bonfires. If I'm trying to get down some stuff in the yard, in the pasture, use it for that.
Okay.
But yes, snow. We don't have to worry about that. Our winter right now is a brisk 78 degrees. Tomorrow is going to be the high of 80. Thank you for watching Weather Channel. Yeah, this is the worst winter. I don't know what's going on, man.
It's coming a little bit later, I think. It's waiting for 2022.
When, next year?
2022, January, February.
We had 2 solid 50s, and then the rest has just been 80s.
February is usually the coldest.
March is sometimes cold. I remember I used to take a motorcycle ride every year to South Carolina, and my seat was frozen every year. It was miserable.
It's too cold, man.
I loved it.
That is way too cold.
It's nice. But, yeah, this is awful. Christmas is supposed to be in the 70s. Santa's going to be smoking hot going down that chimney. All right? I'm just going to say it. He's going to be sweaty. It's going to be humid.
He'll be safe. Most likely there won't be any fires going in the fireplace.
No, but he's going to be hot, humid, bro. The reindeer, it's just...
Yeah, you're right.
Give us a couple days. That's all I ask.
He works hard.
Hard for his money.
Okay, so UPW, Undisputed Pro Wrestling, Texas, just had their Twas the Fight Before Christmas in Bay Cliff, Texas. There was a lot of different things that unfolded. There was a lot of interesting storylines and headlines that came out of that. How was that? How was the event?
It was a good show. The matches were really cool. We had a Christmas themed match. It was a hardcore match, and there was all kinds of stuff: plungers and toilet bowl brushes, candy canes, kendo sticks, and bicycles. A good mix of everything. There was a champagne bottle that really threw me off. They were hitting each other with it and whatnot, and I was like, man, is this thing going to break? What's going to happen? And all of a sudden, it went off, and it was confetti.
What?
Yes.
It's magic.
It was a huge bottle. It looked real.
Oh, okay,
I thought it was legit, but no, it was, because I'm used to those little ones, the little party ones that just
a little popper.
Yep, not this one. So that one was really cool. We had a really nice ladder match to actually start the show, and it turned out really cool. Then at the end, it was a big letdown, but it is what it is. If you follow UPW on social media, you know what we're talking about. Jesse Logan was suspended for indefinitely. I have no idea. Bart doesn't really talk to anybody. He just does his own thing.
He calls the shots. Counts the money.
They may not be good shots, but he calls them.
Yeah, well, I mean, you have to understand that if you are the owner of a business, if you are the promoter of a business, and you come into a situation and somebody puts their hands on you, you have to make a decision. You have to show your power and authority, right?
Yeah, but if you think about the past that's happened in UPW, and Bart didn't do stuff with that, why start now?
Well, how many different people have put their hands on Bart as the boss?
He got hit in the studio.
Yes, but
Yes.
that was not at work.
It was still business, and it was one of his employees.
Let's be real, it was just fun. There was more fun than there was business going on.
I don't want to get hit. Do you want to get hit?
Well, if I do, I don't want it to be at
I was
work.
worried and I thought they were going to hit me. So,
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was in the middle.
Yeah.
God knows with Johnny's strength, who knows where he's going to hit.
He's pretty strong.
He is.
Well, I'm glad that you're okay. And it seems like Bart is okay, right?
I don't talk to him. I go in and do my job and get out. I speak my mind. That's why he doesn't like me.
Wow.
It is what it is.
Is this because you got passed over for the commissioner position?
No, man, I didn't even think about that. I haven't thought
That
about
may
that
be
in a
where
long
that's
time.
This is a therapy session. Let's get this all out.
Yeah, I probably didn't get it because of Bart.
Well, yeah, he's the one calling the shots. He made the decision, right?
Mm-hmm.
He passed you over, but I think there may be some deep down, feelings that you never really let work out.
Dr. Phil, that doesn't work for me. I'm an open book. That's why a lot of people don't like me, and I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Okay,
so either way, Bart Harris, the owner, promoter of UPW, got hit.
Right in the mouth. It was a beautiful thing.
He was in the ring.
He shouldn't have got in the ring. Jesse was he had a vengeance, and you weren't trying to control him, and Bart was trying to control him. Lost his cool.
And now he's
we
suspended.
as human lose our cool, not loses.
Mm-hmm.
Really bad English. I didn't come to Abundant Life. You should. Yeah, as a cheap plug for the school. I don't know. It is what it is. We'll see how this works out for Jesse. I am personally trying to get Jesse to come on the show next week if we have a spot.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. So stay tuned for that. I'm hoping that we can get something out of that.
Yeah, so Jesse comes on. We can ask him what he remembers, what was going through his head, if he thinks the suspension is fair.
Here's the scary part is after he knocked David out and Bart out and Johnny out.
And Bart.
I'm trying to think of everybody
Anthony,
that was in there. I wasn't getting in that ring. All of a sudden, his wife jumped in, and I was like, oh, my God, he's seen red, blah, 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 and that's who cooled him down, Nicole. So thankfully she was there because I wasn't stopping him. Hambone got hit. That was the only thing I disagreed with.
Referee?
Yeah. That man's a national treasure.
Right.
Everybody loves him. Then, like 2 matches before in the Christmas match, he got spanked with a chancla.
Was
you
he
heard
bad?
me right. Huh?
Was he bad?
I don't know, but LMC put him over his knee and spanked him with a chancla.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I saw a clip of a little dancing that was going on. I think it was the Chris.
Yeah. Chris body slammed a fan on another wrestler.
That's a great highlight.
That was something. The memes that have come out of that was And they're probably not appropriate for this radio station, so we're not going to say it.
It's good.
But they've been good.
Here's a comment. This is from Keith. Said, Jesse gets a pass for Hambone. He was getting beat up all night.
Yeah.
That makes it okay, I guess.
For Hambone? Or
yeah, he gets a pass Hambone. I was like, Hambone, he was taking it earlier as well.
Yeah, and Hambone put out a deal. He's good. He feels all right. It was a little shocker, but David, I believe, has a concussion, and he was bleeding pretty good whenever I seen him when I was leaving. Jesse was solid.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It is what it is. I'm a fan, all in all. And we've said that since day one. I am strictly a fan that somehow landed a communications job with
the
him.
Sweetest gig it's the gig of a lifetime.
I don't know.
It's a pretty good deal.
I don't know.
You have fun.
I have fun, but then you have to deal with promoters and business owners sometimes.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. If anybody needs his phone number, I've got that also.
So do we know when the next event is?
We do. It's Santa Fe.
Santa Fe.
Super excited.
Okay.
I love going back to Santa Fe. I live there. My business is there. But it's always a good show. The fire department graciously lets us use their building. Super nice building. And raising the roof for somebody that walked by. And that's going to be January the 22nd, 7 o'clock. I don't have really any matches. Bart's, again, still not talking to me. I'm sure I'll get something eventually. So
Just start making up matches.
I should.
Just start booking matches and, letting the wrestlers know.
Yeah, and be like, hey, guys, this is who you're going to. Why am I going against this? I don't know. This is Bart's not giving me nothing, so I'm going to lie and tell people what they want to hear.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it'll be a good show.
Santa Fe comes down and supports.
It does. Oh, man. Santa Fe's insane. Santa Fe and Bay Cliff are it's like our homecoming shows. They're so good. They're always jam-packed. The fans are always intense, and that's what I like. It gets us into it. It gets the wrestlers into it. I mean, the louder they are, the more they're either going to wrestle really good or they're going to badger the fans, and those are usually Johnny's peoples.
Yeah.
Always badger people.
Yeah. Why not just stay in those then? I know UPW's been expanding even more.
Yeah,
recently.
They're going everywhere, and there's a lot more to come. I know a few little insights, and I'm excited. I'm excited for the future for him.
How's Chevy doing?
I don't know.
You just saw him the other day, right? You probably talked to him yesterday or today.
I haven't talked to him today. I may have talked to him yesterday. I don't know.
Yeah.
My brain just goes, and then when I take a nap at nighttime, I don't remember anything from the day before.
There's some supplements for that. I'm going to get you
on
Dr.
Tuesdays,
Choppa's
Dr.
contact.
Choppa. Yeah, talk to him.
He'll help you.
Tuesday at 9.
That brain fog. Get rid of that brain fog. It's no good. It is no good. So right now it is 9:14. This is KHEARadio.com, 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. My name's Gardy.
You forgot your, and I'm Anthony with the Gun Vaults, Texas. You forgot your call numbers. The most important thing in the world, you forget it.
KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. That's us.
That wasn't as clear earlier. It was like, just K.
I was thinking about two different things at the
brain
same time.
fog. I could help you out. Tuesdays, Dr. Choppa. Yeah, I mean, UPW is going to, like I say, they're growing. It's growing, and I hope I'm able to grow with it after this. But we'll see what happens, I would love to have Bart in studio with us.
Are you still under contract? Is your contract coming to an end? I'm not sure if you're going to get renewed for 2022.
Probably not. Probably not. They'll probably cut me quick.
Yeah, just that comment's like, I hope they continue to grow with me.
Yeah, they'll, if you, like I said, if you follow the page, the community page, I'm outspoken. I will stand with the wrestlers. If I think they're getting the shaft of some sort, I'm always for them. I'm going to try to help them out. And I try to get my point across, but then you have other wrestlers or managers that are like, well, that's dumb. That's not how we want it. And that's
right.
That's what I'm like vibing at. I think Bart kind of feeds into their stuff. And I'm like, man, you got to think for yourself, think for your business, not what they're thinking.
Yeah.
And that's what I expressed yesterday, and I didn't get any feedback.
Well, sometimes the loudest person in the room gets the attention, and usually it's Blade Enterprises, because there's always something. And so Bart probably is very particular whenever he hears feedback from them. He wants to make sure, like, okay,
as much as he complains about them,
right?
I think he's in cahoots with them. Kind of like the whole NWO Eric Bischoff thing back in the 90s.
That was my favorite. That's whenever I started watching wrestling.
Oh, yeah, 96, bro. That was it.
Mm-hmm.
96, 97, and it just went downhill from there.
and now we're here at UPW,
right? It's still, I mean, professional wrestling. People ask, they're like, man, you watch a lot of wrestling. I don't. I watch a lot of old stuff, and then I watch AEW. I cannot, there's something, and I don't know what it is. I used to be a WWE, WWF fan like crazy. That was it, WCW and WWF when I was a kid. I can't watch WWE.
Really?
It's too cinematic. It's too, produced. I like just local, raw, I don't want to call it grungy, but I like that feel, where the guys are actually wrestling to wrestle, to hone their craft and enjoy themselves, and it's not strictly for money.
This week, I watched WWE and NXT.
I can't do it. It's just, like I said, it's just too produced. That's way too produced. I love AEW. River, my son, loves AEW, which I love that he is so into wrestling like me. I guess he really had no choice. My wife watched it when she was younger. She still watches it. I watch it. So River's he knows Wednesday nights, AEW night, and 7 o'clock, he's sitting in the chair with me and we're watching it. And I love it. To me, that's what I remember as a kid. So I'm hoping that's a memory he'll take with him. He loves going to UPW, other than getting his popcorn stolen by Matt Locke. Everything else is pretty cool.
Is River a Jesse Logan fan?
River loves everybody. If Matt Locke walked into the door, he would give Matt Locke a hug, and then Matt would probably kick his head
and take his popcorn
and take whatever he has in his hand. Yes.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, because here's a comment. This is from Keith that said, "A Jesse isn't at Santa Fe show. Colby riots."
Yeah.
So I'm wondering how, Santa Fe, one of the biggest draws in UPW, as far as venues and stuff like that, right? If Jesse Logan isn't there, how are the fans going to react? Are they going to boycott?
I don't like that word.
Which one? Boycott?
Yeah. So there was a fan yesterday who was kind of getting into it, and he was like, I'm boycotting the show. I'm like, dude, don't boycott the show. Go to the show, be heard, take your signs, because you know what? If I'm behind the table, I'll have a sign supporting Jesse. Same thing I did for Chris. Yeah. If you remember, I was front row with the sign sitting next to Chris Lyons, and I'll do it for Jesse. Jesse's not going to be there, obviously. If he wants to sneak in and maybe wear a mustache or something, he can sit with us. We'll call him DeMarcus 2.0 or something. I don't know. But don't boycott it. Let your voice be heard. That's on anything. Speak up. That's the problem these days.
Sometimes people just hold it in.
Yeah.
And it boils over.
It does.
I wonder if that happened to Jesse.
Oh, yeah.
I think he held it in too long.
Well, his issue was he's been pushed for so long. Once he left Blade Enterprise, he was pushed by them every show, every day, whatever. And you can only take so much.
Yeah.
The pot boiled over.
That's exactly what happened. Okay, so you were talking about AEW earlier.
Yep.
Who you like watching in AEW?
Man, I haven't found somebody I dislike.
Really?
Yeah, it's weird because you'll have people that came from the other organization, and I didn't care for them then, and I'm like, man, their craft is so good. To me, they were held back to a certain standard there, and then over here, they're like, just go have fun, do what you want to do. Yeah, be yourself. I've always liked Daniel Bryan in WWE, but now he's Bryan Danielson. He's so much different. He's raw, and I like that. And CM Punk, all the guys. I like that stuff. I love Sammy Guevara, did you have him in here?
I have not had Sammy Guevara in here.
For some reason I thought you did before he signed with AEW.
Yeah. I wish I did.
They have Dark, which is a Tuesday show on YouTube. And they use a lot of the guys from the Wednesday shows, but they also there's a ton of our local guys that it's on the show, and I think that's really cool. I've seen a lot of reality wrestling guys, local guys have been there, Texas All-Star. There's been all kinds of those people, and I think that's cool because you're like, oh, man, I grew up watching these people, and now I'm seeing them on TV.
Yeah.
I dig that.
Yeah. I like Sammy Guevara. I follow him on social media. He posts these throwback pictures. He did one yesterday where it's him, current TNT champ, and then the next one is him whenever he was little. And then it shows him probably about 12 years old. He's jumping off of a roof, a 2-story house.
You didn't do that?
I did not. And landing on like a blow-up mattress that his friend was like holding there to make sure it didn't blow away, and then he
that's
away.
A good fan or good friend.
Yeah, that's maybe even family.
Yeah. I know that, man, I forget. It was a few months ago. Maybe, I don't know when it was, last year. I have no idea. But he was down at another local show, and I missed it, and Chevy was there, and our friend the Eddies, they were there, and I was not. And he just showed up, started wrestling. I was like, man, that's cool. So hopefully, because, I mean, he still lives here. He lives right in Houston.
Yeah. My cousin, JT Royce, knew him before, whenever, I guess he started like 10, 12 years ago or something like that. They met at the gym, or he worked at the Y, and my aunt worked at the Y, and so my little cousin, he was still in like junior high, looked up to Sammy Guevara. And then I remember when my cousin made his debut in Katy for DZW, Sammy Guevara was there, but that's before I knew who Sammy Guevara necessarily was. He was like, hey, this is Sammy Guevara. I was like, hey, what's up, man? Nice to meet you. Super nice guy.
Yeah, real down to earth.
Unsuspecting as far as like, hey, I'm about to blow up.
Yeah.
You know, he already was for the most part, but very nice guy.
Yep.
And I remember my cousin said like, yeah, you know, he does some stuff with some interview stuff, and he's like, yeah, I'd be down. But then I need to reconnect. I'd love to do something.
So when it's a running joke with Chevy and I, you know, he had Chop to the Chest Radio.
Yeah.
And he was booked with Sammy one day to do the show, and then he had to fly out. And I'm like, oh man, did you get it? And it was happening like 2 or 3 times. So I'm always just, did you still talk to Sammy or no? Never happens.
If I was Chevy, I'd be like, well, I'm flying out too. Let's do this.
Let's do this.
Let's book this ticket.
Yeah.
Get this interview on the plane.
Honestly, you just need a phone.
That's all you need.
That's
you can do video, audio, or audio.
Yeah.
Both.
Whatever you want.
There's so many cool little gadgets, and they come out every day, and it just makes life that much easier for communicating.
My brother was talking. He wants to do a podcast, just me and him. And I'm old school, bro. I'm like, do I just pick up a phone? How do we do this, you know? I would depend on you a lot because you do this kind of stuff, or Chev. And I was like, let's talk about it. Let's see how we could work this out. He was like, you seriously just have to pick up your phone when I call. I was like, oh, that's legit.
Yeah, and he can record it. But if y'all could get in the same place, you could even use the recording on your phone, and they make these little plugins with mic splitters, and then you can have like more professional sounding audio.
I'm not about the professional stuff.
You want the rough.
Yeah.
The raw.
I want it to be like
unscripted.
The Wi-Fi is cutting out during a match and you can barely hear me. That's what I want. I want like every 4th word you get. All right? That's what I'm looking for in good production.
Yeah, and then somebody's going to be like, a wrestler's going to go back and watch it and get mad if they can find it.
Yeah, it happens. If they can find it. They're like, man, I know I had a 20-minute match, but there was only like 6 seconds, and it was like the whole match.
And the words are like Anthony's talking trash about somebody. He's like, that's not what I said at all.
Yeah.
You have to keep your own recording for evidence.
Yeah, that's what I'm into.
Hey, it's Councilman Fidencio Leja. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Also, we have Jesse Logan tuned in and put an emoji.
Oh, hey, Jesse.
In there, so good morning to you.
We were talking about you earlier. We're hoping that we can get you soon on the radio. So
if you have some availability,
yeah, you let us know.
At your leisure.
It doesn't seem like you've got much going on now that you're suspended. So you know how to get a hold of me. I can get a hold of you. Whatever you would like, sir. We can book something and get you on, and we can have a nice conversation about Mr. Bart Harris.
We'll let your voice be heard.
Can hear it at UPW. I'll tell you that.
It's been silenced.
Yeah. I picture, if Jesse does do like a run-in in Santa Fe and he tries to pick up the microphone to talk, Bart would be the guy in the back just pulling plugs.
Stop.
Yeah. So that is what I visualize.
He's shutting off water to the city and all kinds of stuff. It's like, no, not that one, not that one. Santa Fe doesn't have water right now. Plug it back in. Plug it back in.
Is that electronic? I don't think it is. So yeah, here at KHEA 99.5 FM, you can talk, buddy. So we need to get that going.
Hey, speaking of doing run-ins in Santa Fe, Mr. Nate Slater just tuned in.
Man.
Good morning. Good morning, Nate Slater.
My friend. I haven't seen Nate in a long time.
Yeah.
I miss him. I know he's recuperating from the hand surgery, and I'm ready for him to be back too.
Yeah.
Man, could you imagine him and Jesse as a team?
I can.
Could you visualize that?
I can visualize that.
It would be unstoppable.
I know you're looking back, but I'm literally visualizing that. You're like,
yeah.
What are you looking at? Just my visualization.
Yeah, I wouldn't go against him.
Nah.
They would dominate Blade Enterprise.
I think so. You're not wrong. Yeah, you're not wrong.
We should have a phone call, guys. Maybe off air. I could step in the manager role.
I would let you manage me.
Man, looky there. I'm going to do it. But both of the guys aren't in wrestling right now. One's suspended and one's hurt. So, yeah, I can't wait for Nate to get back. I wear my Nate Slater shirts all the time on Wrestling Shirt Wednesdays. And people are like, oh, there's this one. I don't know if I talked to you about it, but he's holding a prosthetic leg. And it kills me every time I look at the back of the shirt. I'm like, this is genius. This guy's a genius. So.
What shirt did you wear yesterday?
Yesterday I didn't have a wrestling shirt on because I had business to take care of. I had some real estate stuff. So, you've got wrestling Anthony, you got gun shop Anthony, you have professional real estate Anthony. I still wore shorts. I don't want anybody to get crazy and be like, oh, he wears a suit. No, I had shorts on. But it was a collared shirt, I believe.
Anthony literally changed. He changed his clothes. He put on pants.
Yeah.
Took off a wrestling shirt. If they can't buy or be shown a house in the wrestling shirt, do you really want to do business with them?
Honestly, like when I first started in real estate, you have to sell yourself. And I would wear pants or like slacks or something and a nice shirt. And I was like, you know what? This ain't me.
Yeah.
If you don't want to buy a house or buy anything from me because I wear shorts or a ball cap or, a wrestling shirt, anything, are we going to be a good fit for each other? And there's honestly been one person who I was showing a house to, and my sleeve was kind of out like this.
Yeah.
And he's seen a tattoo. It's an older gentleman, and he was like,
it's not going to work?
Yeah, it wouldn't work because I had tattoos. And I'm like, bud, no hard feelings. I understand. It's, that's your beliefs, and no hard feelings.
Wow.
I wasn't upset, and if he couldn't get past the religious tattoos with my son on it, then it is what it is.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Other than that, I haven't had any issues. You would be in way trouble. Nobody would talk to you because what y'all don't know is Gardy's covered up too. He just wears long sleeves.
I'm getting real estate. Gonna show everybody houses.
Yeah,
and a backwards ball cap and a loaded pistols hoodie.
I'm in.
Make it go.
Yeah, that's just me. If I want to be comfortable, and I don't want somebody like for closings. I will if it's something special. I'll wear some pants.
Wear your tuxedo shirt.
That says that I'm formal, but I'm also here to party. I don't have a tuxedo T-shirt anymore, bud.
What happened?
They were all big, so I haven't bought any more.
Dude,
I've lost a couple LBs. I don't know if you've noticed.
Let me alter that for you.
Nah,
we'll figure it out.
I'll get something else.
We got the technology. Southern Sass can make a custom one. We will get it done.
Like for the flower, we just put the Gun Vault logo.
That'd be nice.
Or, if I still have a job, maybe I could do that for special shows and put the UPW logo. Yeah.
A manager name tag on there?
Maybe. I want to talk to those two
What would
guys.
the name of your roster? I mean, there's Blade Enterprises. What kind of LLC?
We don't need a name.
I mean,
why would you need a name? Why?
You could call it like
the Macaluso Mafia.
You just happen to have that. I mean,
it was
since I was like 5 or something.
Yeah, it was in the back pocket. But then people would be like, "Oh, that's an Italian thing."
Yeah.
As I did the Italian hand thing. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need a name. All right.
Don't. Not with those two guys.
Nah.
I wouldn't even do anything. I'd just be like,
you could just
go do your thing. I'm gonna go ahead and eat catering.
You can sit in the crowd.
With that. Yeah.
Maybe go to the matches. Maybe not.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even have to go.
I'd be like, guy, these are the guys. This is the show. What else do y'all need? Y'all don't need me. I'm out.
If you're just now joining us, this is KHEA Radio. We're talking about UPW, Undisputed Pro Wrestling. We're talking about the Gun Vault of Texas, all things going on local in our community. My name's Gardy.
I'm Anthony.
And we're having some fun this morning. So feel free to chime in if you're watching on social media. I see Mr. Jordan Porty said, good morning.
I was wondering where he was at.
Good morning. I always make sure not to say what's up to Jordan because every time, do you know what he says?
What?
The roof.
The roof.
The roof.
He's so childish. I went in to his new shop across from Tabaldo's in Santa Fe.
I need to go.
Went in Monday and took my Tornado with me. River, if you're wondering.
I was like, what's a Tornado? Is that like a firearm or something?
No, it was my son. And I needed to get a key made, so I just ran in there and he did it. And all of a sudden, like I'm talking to Jordan and I hear a big crash and I was like, what the heck? And my son was sitting on his table. He has like these two chairs and a little center table, and the table just flipped over. And I'm like, bro, why would you sit on the table? Do we sit on tables at home? No. Then why are you doing it here?
Yeah.
You make me look like I'm not teaching you something. And so.
What'd he say?
You
need to sit down.
He was upset. His back was hurting because it scratched his back. I was like, you did it yourself. I'm not the parent that's like, oh, my poor son's back. Mm-mm. You mess up, you own it, you know?
Dang.
And, yeah, he was like, my back hurts. Sorry, kid. You know, let me make sure you're good. You're good? Cool. Pick that table up. Fix it. Pick the magazine up and sit in the chair like a human.
Man.
So, first time at Jordan's store, broke things.
Well, you got your key made, though, right?
Got it. Worked, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
ET Lockouts. Go check them out. Now they have a physical location, but they'll also come to you wherever you're at.
He has a drive-through. I'm still trying to, like, figure something out for this drive-through thing, but I haven't really came up with nothing for
Breakfast tacos.
Breakfast tacos and keys.
ET Tacos.
ET
Lockouts. ET Tacos.
Jordan, that's genius. And the shop would smell amazing.
I've seen, like, potato, bacon, egg.
And he's got, like, all the key shavings, so instead of, like, cheese, you can just sprinkle the key shavings.
Okay.
You don't think that would work?
No, not that one. Not that one.
Why?
Okay. Maybe it will. They do, like, those gold crusted like steaks and stuff like that.
Yeah, why not do the
whatever Key's made out of.
Yeah, Jordan, what's Key's made out of? Is it brass? Nah, it's not brass.
I was going to say copper, but that just doesn't make sense.
No, that'd be way too expensive. People would be stealing keys.
The color just looks, I don't know.
I'm sure he's going to respond. Hopefully. I don't know.
We're waiting anxiously.
Jordan, keys, what are they made out of? ET Tacos. Coming to a town near you.
Tacos. Santa Fe, Texas.
So he can't really do ET Tacos. He's got to do something for his other son.
Ah.
So.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it would be called. JP Tacos? See, it doesn't even have a good ring.
Jordan said brass, mostly.
I said brass.
You did.
Oh, I'm a genius.
Mm-hmm.
Starting a key business, guys. Just from that.
All the knowledge. It's just knowledge. Do you have questions about keys?
I'm your guy.
The walking encyclopedia.
No, that would be DeMarcus.
For wrestling.
Yeah.
Not for keys.
I don't know. That guy's a genius. Whatever you do, he's like, actually, this is whatever, man. Just leave me alone. So, yeah, go check Jordan out. One of my top 6 people in this world.
Hey, did you see I interviewed Stillwater's Ranch yesterday? They're a wedding venue out in Alvin, but they talked to some of the people at Cat's Barbecue whenever they came in. So they came in with Jordan, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so the
Ernie, best voice in radio.
Cat's told Stillwater's Ranch. Stillwater's Ranch reached out and said, "Hey, we'd love to do an interview. Let's go." And it was a good one. It was a very good one.
I will go back and check it out. It was a busy, stressful day yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just interesting how that works because it's like Stillwater's Ranch talk to Cats talk to Jordan.
I always
Jordan talk to you.
I always try to think about things. If you think about this, Jordan is like the circle leader. Like he's here, and all these people branch off.
The web.
And me and him were talking one day. I was like, "How did we even meet?"
Right.
I have no idea how me and him met. And it's been, I guess, a year now. We met when the store opened, I think, but I have no idea how that all happened. And then, like you, I don't know how we met, but it is what it is. That's just a weird thing in life. You just meet people. I meet a ton of people. Like I have so many friggin' friends that I've met just in the wrestling business, and I'm like, it's just weird how everything happens. It's just a big circle.
Even the weirdest part is sometimes you feel like you know someone and you've never met them, but just because you run in that maybe like wrestling.
So there is this guy, and I'll throw his name out there. His name is $20 Man, and anybody in local wrestling knows who this guy is, and he's an artist. His name is Ryan Shaw, and I had him draw something for my son for Christmas, and just this guy's talent is insane. I have talked to him before as $20 Man. I have never talked to him as Ryan, and it's the craziest thing. I was telling Chevy this. I'm like, bro, talking to him as himself is insane because his character that he portrays, because he has a podcast also, and it's
as $20 Man.
Yes. Look, this guy. If you don't know,
I've seen $20 Man, and I've seen some of the promos.
It's amazing.
His glasses.
Yes, he wears this old man suit. He's younger than us. It's amazing. But his art. He sent me the picture yesterday, and I can't talk about how amazing. I'm going to go ahead and bring it up. How about that?
Do it.
Let's see. So my son, I don't think he's listening. You think they're listening? No.
They make him listen to it at Abundant Life Christian School. KHEA radio every morning. Oh, that's awesome.
He's into Paw Patrol.
Can I show the people?
Absolutely. And so I had this drawn for him, And it's crazy how I just sent him a picture and I was like, hey, dude, this is what I want. He was like, I've never done this before. He does a lot of the Simpsons characters, and then he writes books for kids, how to draw and all that.
Does he do the flyers for? Is that Loco?
Yes, he does those. He's just so talented.
Awesome.
And it's just one of those deals. I met him through wrestling. I've met a lot of people through it, and it's the same. You see a lot of the same faces at every single show. Everybody supports different organizations. And that's what it's about for me.
Here's a comment from Jesse Logan. He said he's a part-time host on Cheap Pops with the $20 Man. That's pretty cool.
See, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that. And I like that. And he can vouch for the dude's talent.
Maybe he'll have some time to become a full-time host.
Yeah. You never know. He's got nothing else going on since being suspended by Bart.
Suspended by Bart Harris at UPW.
Or as $20 Man likes to call him, is Bark Harris. So, yeah.
Yeah. Was that so? When you see someone in character, sometimes they're so good, and you're used to seeing it, and then you talk to them, and
it blew my mind.
Yeah, that's cool.
And I hate to even say, as a human, I was like, man, this guy is professional. Everything about him was professional. But if you see him at the show, my favorite $20, I don't know how we're going to get off on this $20 Man deal, but my favorite deal, this person threw I think it was Gino, actually. He threw a shirt, and it landed in the Raptor. Mm-hmm. And $20 Man, again, it decides he's going to try to get this shirt. And he has his cane, and he's standing on just a regular fold-out chair like this, but he just starts shaking. He's like violently shaking, and he goes to jump with his cane to try to reach it. And in his mind, he probably jumped 20 feet. I don't think his feet moved. And it was just the visual. It was beautiful. I mean, I'm all about that kind of stuff. And this guy, he's a fan. He's just like us. And he's amazing as an artist. I can't put that over enough.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if I'm assuming he sells to everybody. And he does all kinds of stuff. I went on his website. I was stalking him for a while just to see what he does, because I knew he was doing their promo or their posters. And he's just his talent. Yeah,
I've seen the posters. Whenever you mentioned the Simpsons and the characters and stuff, that's really cool to see.
He did I guess it was the last show Loco did. They put out like a limited edition stickers, and it was the stickers of everybody that was on the show that night, and then some of the other guys in the organization, and they were all Simpsons characters. And I was like, Chevy, we have to get there early because I don't know how many they're putting out, and I need these stickers. There was like 30 or 20 of them in this pack. Best money I spent.
What would you do with them? Just save them?
No, I put them on my safe in my closet.
Cool.
So I can see them because they make me happy. I love the Simpsons and the wrestling thing. And it intermingles. He's in one of them with a cat.
Yeah.
So that's a cat. It's cool. Yeah.
I like stickers, but I have nowhere to put them. So, like, sometimes if you buy a hat, they'll send you a sticker. It's just, like, good branding. I'm like,
see, I've always got it, man. I've got filing cabinets. I'm like an old man. I still have to keep files, so I keep them in a filing cabinet.
Yeah.
I'll put them on refrigerators, toolboxes. I've got all the UPW posters on, like, a huge cabinet that I have in my warehouse shop at the house. I put them in that.
Speaking of UPW and just, like, stickers or whatever, we've talked to, and you brought him in studio before the player. Mm-hmm. Had the player action figure.
Yeah.
Man, and someone was asking, how can I get one? It's like, hey, this is one of one, but we're looking at trying to mass produce this. That was really cool.
I tell you what, man, that guy's merchandise, ain't nobody touching it. He's got so much cool things, and super nice guy. Still haven't talked to him. He just kind of grumbles. He showed up, actually, at UPW in Bay Cliff in the Christmas match. The referee, Hambone, was knocked out, and they had nobody to count, so Santa Claus came in and counted the match. Well, the player he was dressed up as an elf. He came out with Santa previously with an elf jersey and everything. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. We need to see if they can come out with like a commentary, UPW action figures for the commentary team.
I told Chevy, I was like, man, we need to get one of those slam buddies.
I don't care the cost.
With 3 heads.
Make it happen.
Me, him, and DeMarcus. And that's about as far as it went.
Yeah.
Maybe it would be 2 heads now. Maybe after this interview, it may just be Chevy. I have no idea.
Does Bart go back and listen and watch these?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes, 100%.
I don't think he does.
I've been yelled at before.
Really?
Yes.
For what?
I guess things I say.
Oh, man.
You shouldn't say that. That was my Bart Harris impression. I don't know if it was good.
That was actually pretty good.
Was it? Thanks.
Yeah.
I'm going to start doing that too, Hill.
Well, I feel bad. I feel bad now. I don't want you to get in trouble or to get yelled at. What if your contract may not get renewed?
I don't care.
Really? Okay.
Bart Harris needs me.
That's maybe so.
Maybe so.
Maybe so. So Nate Slater said he's trying to outmerch the player.
Let's do it.
Nate Slater.
Nate Slater's got good stuff. I was a dummy one day, and I said, Nate, it was his logo on front of his shirt. I was like, bro, you need to make this into a sticker. I need it, because I buy a shirt from every single person. I don't care if I like you, if I don't like you. That is how you support these wrestlers or buying their merchandise. It's like going to a band or a concert. You buy the band's shirt, it supports them.
Yeah.
So my wife is like, dude, you've got to stop with these wrestling shirts. I mean, I've got everything. My closet's super organized, and I've got like gun shirts, and then I've got Astro shirts, and then I've got wrestling shirts. I mean, it's just packed. And Nate, I messaged him. I was like, man, you need to make this sticker. And he was like, too late. And he sent me a sticker or a picture of it. I'm like, whatever, dude. But yeah, he has stuff that they don't even bring out. I'm like, bro, bring all this cool stuff out. And I believe his wife makes a lot of it too. She's super talented. I can't wait for him to come back, honestly. I'm sure he's going to bring some cool merch and probably be very angry when he comes back. Mm-hmm. I feel bad for whoever they set in front of him. Whoever the first person that he's going against, I feel bad for that guy.
Yeah.
It's like built up frustration. So
Cage
rage.
Cage rage. UPW. If you're just joining us, it's KHEA Radio. It's 9:43. Hanging out with Anthony Macaluso with the Gun Vault of Texas, talking about anything and everything. So we've been having some fun. Can you remind everybody if they want to go check out the Gun Vault, support you guys, get a Christmas present for themselves or maybe their loved one?
Man, we have been very blessed this holiday season. We're seeing a lot of people. We are 13011 Highway 6 in Santa Fe, across the street from the post office, next to our good buddies Bug Whacker. If you drive by our building, you'll notice that our building is like decorated. We've got stuff in the front. We've got stuff hanging on the wall or on the outside of the building. And everybody's like, oh, yeah, I did such a good job. I had nothing to do with it, okay? They messaged me. There's 4 businesses in our little complex, and one of the ladies who was doing all this, she was like, hey, this past Saturday, we're doing kids are going to come out and they're going to decorate cookies. They're going to do this and this and this. I said, that's great. She's like, well, what do you want to do? I said, nothing.
Yeah.
I was like, nothing. I don't want to do anything, okay? And she was like, well, we're doing it and you're involved, so send me your logo. And I was like, that's fine. So I sent it to her. And I come into work Tuesday, and the whole building's decorated. The inside of the building's decorated. The outside, I'm like, guys, seriously? And then there was they put a Scrooge flyer on my door at my office. And I was like, it is what it is. It looks great.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I mean, I wanted to do lights. I was going to put lights out, I can't do anything to my windows. I can't paint them or whatever because we've got these cool designs on them already. And they just went out and did whatever they wanted. It looks great.
That's cool.
So Innovation Nutrition did that, and so did Bug Whackers, the ladies there.
Mm-hmm. I've been to Innovate Nutrition, and I've used Bug Whackers before. Their
They're
services
good people.
And stuff, yeah.
It's funny because, like, our last location, they were our neighbors. They moved in the same exact weekend we did, and we moved out the same exact weekend and moved next door to each other again. Yes, it was planned that way. But everybody's like, do you own the bug company? Or they'll ask Jeff, the owner, him and his wife own it, and they're like, do they own this? And Jeff's like, no, we're just friends. Everybody assumes that we're joined because we're always together. Mm-hmm. So just great neighbors. When you find good neighbors and good friends, you keep them.
For sure.
And that's how you roll.
Has anything moved into the old facility that y'all were at?
Yes, but we won't talk about that.
Okay.
Yeah. I actually had a conversation with the guy that's renting it now, and it went very, very well. And all I said to him was, I told you so.
Oh, man.
So we'll leave it at that. But, yeah, we're there every day but Sunday, Monday through Friday, Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, Saturday, 10 to 5. It's either me, Kyler, we've got Aaron, we've got Kenny, we've got Craig. Who else do we have that works there? Mel. I don't know. There's other people. There's people that I don't know that even work there, and I'm like, guys, I keep paying people. Who are you? Why are you here?
What do you do here?
And then we'll be open Christmas Eve. We're going to close a little early, obviously, let family get together. We have our Christmas party next Wednesday. We're closing early for that. Excited for I always enjoy getting everybody together because really our team is never always together. So the only time we are is when we do little events like that. So we're doing that. We offer all kinds of things. You can come out, and if you don't know what that person needs, I had a dad come in. It was a friend of mine, his dad. He was like, I need to know what he needs. I was like, man, he's here every day. This is what he likes, kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, what does he not have that he wants? I was like, I have no idea. And then I said something about the flamethrower, and the kid seen that we only had 2 left at that time, and he was like, I'm going to buy it, call my dad and tell him to come pay it off. So he put like $100 on it, and his dad came and paid it off for him for Christmas because he was like, I don't know what to get him.
Yeah.
So we have gift cards. I know some people hate gift cards, but
it depends on if it's something you really want.
Yeah, if you know there's an item they want at the store, buy them a gift card so they can come and get it to make sure it's right. I had a lady, a wife, it was their anniversary a few months ago, and she was like, I know my husband wants this, but he also wants this. What do I do? And I said, just get him a gift card so he can come get exactly what he wants. And she was like, well, how much do I get him? And I said, get him $100, I don't know. And she was like, well, give me $1,000. And I'm like, yeah, great. That's
Here's 2.
That's perfect. Yeah. And the husband came, bought both items that he wanted, and then some other stuff. And I was like, see, he was happy. Last week, one of my really good friends, he's always in there, and he'll drop his kids go to ballet and dance or whatever. So he'll come and hang out while they're at practice. And his wife came in, and I was like, hey, what's up? Because she's never been in the store, and I know her too. And she was like, oh, I was just seeing if there was anything that he needed. And I was like, yeah, I mean, no, not really. She was like, does he have anything on layaway? And in the gun store, we have a written law. You don't talk to the significant other. That's just, you don't do it. And I said, yeah,
Why?
he probably got something, and she was like, well, how much does he owe? I was like, oh, yeah, my system won't pull that up. I'm not sure, and she's like, okay, you're covering, which is fine. She was like, put $200 or whatever it is. This is our anniversary present. I don't know what to get him. So she put some money on this layaway that he had that I lied, said I couldn't pull up the amount. And I called him. I was like, the next day I knew it was their anniversary. I was like, hey, happy anniversary. He was like, I heard my wife came. I was like, yeah, she came in. So if you're worried about that kind of stuff, we got your back, okay? We don't tell. We don't dish and tell. The gun vault, our lips are sealed. Unless you're always together, we ain't telling the other one.
It's like a vault, a shut vault.
It is. There is nothing that, once it's in that building, they say it's like at a barbershop or a bar. Once you talk, it doesn't go anywhere.
Right.
Same thing at the gun store. Cool. We are cool like that.
Awesome. Is there anything else you'd like to share? We touched on a lot.
We did. Just come see us, man. We're there. Come. If it's not even us, support small businesses. That is what this is about, is ET Lockouts, Leha's insurance company, Cats, the wedding venue. I'm sorry, I forgot their name. Stillwaters. We're all in this community. We're all in this together. We're local. We're small. Support us. Help us out.
All right. Thank you, Anthony. I appreciate you coming in, hanging out today.
Yes, sir. Hopefully we'll be in next week with Jesse, maybe.
Let's do it.
Cool.
It's KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM.